So this week is what I consider a no consensus week, which means there's no one prevailing suggestion amongst the commenters, and I'm not looking for the most liked comment or anything. I'm looking for the song that gets requested by the most individuals amongst the comment section. And so sometimes I just have to make the leap of faith and choose one and hope it does well. I want to give a huge shout out to YouTuber Hugo and Prismatic Angel. I actually used some of their footage as reference to create my theoretical 1-minute battle with Tone that otherwise couldn't have been done in-game, so go check them out and subscribe to their channels. The first thing I actually did for this video was I went into Blender to create this carousel type thing that we see rotating in the center of the screen throughout the entire battle. It didn't have to look perfect because I knew I was going to have to pixelate it anyway in After Effects to make it more look pixel art, but I created that texture and dropped it on top and made a couple framed animation out of it. All the assets in here, all the character sprites, were just made using this technique, which was shrinking down reference photos that I took and then tracing over them using a brush size of just 1 pixel. And Jevil only required 2 frames of animation throughout this whole battle. Everything else was done in keyframing. But every character was done the same way, which was shrinking down reference photos of all these objects and all these characters and making them into the Deltarune characters. For this part of the video, I actually had to go through and keyframe in the selection of each individual box. You see they turn from orange to yellow when they're highlighted, so I had to go through and hue shift each individual box with just a mask over that layer, and then animate those menus coming up and down throughout the entire battle when they're appropriate. So once again, you can see me using the reference footage below from my theoretical combination of the 2 users. This was one effect that I didn't know how I was going to do, but I had a lot of fun replicating it. As you can see, I did a stack of 3 automatones, and then I duplicated and offset each individual column by, I believe, 10 frames, so it gives that nice warpy effect, and then I actually added a cylindrical modifier on top of that for the After Effects layer. And when I rotate it around, it gives it that same effect that I was trying to strive for. And obviously you see me dropping the resolution down occasionally so I can watch it at a better frame rate than if After Effects is trying to spend all its memory on rendering these high quality frames. I very rarely do an entire video solely in After Effects just because it gets very, very cluttered. But this was just one of those videos that kind of asked to be done completely in After Effects. Now, would it have been easier to mod the game? Possibly, but A, I know nothing about modding games, and B, it would not give me the fine-tuned control that I need to in order to make this battle last specifically like 1 minute and 30 seconds, however long the song is. So, hopefully this video does well. Who knows? I've been seeing it requested on and off for a while now. But we're gonna put it out there, hope people like it, and next week it is spooky season, so get ready for that.